Y'all quiet now. Now, I want somebody to send that to you because you know who I'm talking about. I ain't going to call your name, but you know who you are.
Just, she's whatever we need, whatever the Fever needs.
It really has started with their defense. Their defense has really improved.
And to your point, the defense has led to the pace of play. Caitlin Clark has talked about it time and time again.
The defense for this Indiana team, 25 points off of Chicago's turnovers.
She started hanging out with me more. Rubbing off on me. Some are good, some are bad.
Is it just me, or is Caitlin like Jim Carrey funny? I digress. Picture this. A team that started 1-8 now striking fear into the hearts of WNBA powerhouses. That's right. The Indiana Fever's rise isn't just surprising, it's revolutionary. And at the heart of this basketball rebellion, unsung hero Lexi Hull. But recently, she got called out by none other than Caitlin Clark. What's the story behind this call-out, and how did head coach Christie Sides react? Buckle up, because this story is about to get intense. The Fever started the season like a flat tire on a busy freeway, going nowhere fast with a 1-8 record. But hold on, because this story gets even crazier. They flipped the script, winning 8 of their last 11 games and sit with a record of 17-16. But there's more. The Fever also just locked up their ticket to the dance. That's right, they have clinched a playoff spot with 7 more games remaining. Talk about a comeback, right? It's like they found a secret formula for success overnight. And you might be thinking this is all about Caitlin Clark and Kelsey Mitchell. They are the team's engine and transmission, no doubt. But let's give some love to the secret weapons, the X Factors, like Lexi Hull, who's been turning heads and changing games. Her transformation has been nothing short of spectacular. Remember when Lexi Hull was just another name on the bench? Those days are over. Lexi has gone from bench warmer to game changer in a few short months. This isn't just a glow-up, because Lexi shows up. This is a full-on transformation. Picture this. A player who couldn't find her rhythm beyond the arc suddenly becomes a three-point sniper, hitting a mind-blowing 70% of her shots since the Olympic break. Compare that to her previous career average of 22.2%. That's like going from driving a tricycle to a Tesla overnight. Caitlin did say Lexi has been hanging out with her. You think that's got something to do with it? Lexi on the spot. Yep, you heard it here first. That's a new nickname you can add to her running list of names after the play she pulled off recently against LA Sparks. With 57 seconds to go in the game, Lexi out-jumped and out-hustled everyone to snatch the rebound off Kelsey's three-point attempt. She was fouled and sent to the line, where she drained both free throw shots to give the Fever a 5-point lead, 89-84.
Mitchell, shot clock down to 5, doesn't like it. Boston, Mitchell. Hull gets inside, and another impact play late here from Lexi Hull, who's fouled.
And it's not just her offense that's hot. On defense, Lexi Hull is locking it down like Fort Knox. She's improved the Fever's defensive rating by 3.5 points per 100 possessions when she's on the floor. That's not just good. That's Wolf of Wall Street good. It's game-changing and money-making. But here's where things get juicy. Caitlin Clark, the Fever's star player, recently called out Lexi Hull in a post-game interview, and it wasn't a diss. It was a huge shout-out. Clark said,
honestly, I got to give a lot of credit to Lexi Hull. I think she's been tremendous. She brings the energy on that end of the floor. She doesn't care, about what she's going to do on offense. She's going to give every single thing that she has for us defensively. She's, she gets deflections, she gets rebounds, she gets steals. So I think it starts with her, honestly. But I think just overall, we're moving and we're playing defense as a unit rather than as one-on-one, and that's kind of what we struggled with at the beginning of the year. We have our teammates' backs. It's not as much one-on-one defense. You get beat, your teammates there. So I'm proud of us. We've definitely taken a big step in that area.
It starts with her. Talk about a compliment. But that's not all. How does Lexi fit into critique number 2 on Clark? Her defensive skills. They said Clark's defense might not cut it in the WNBA. Even Clark joked about not having the defensive skills of Maya Moore. So what did she do? During the Olympic break on their strategic vacation, she awakened and unleashed the Hounds of Hull, aka Lexi Hull, with her defensive tenacity. Merch pending. Clark may not be a defensive juggernaut, but she sure knows how to set up her teammates to lock down the opposition. Clark didn't just give credit where credit was due. She made it clear that Lexi Hull is a cornerstone of the Fever's newfound defensive intensity. This isn't just team chemistry, it's like peanut butter and jelly out there.
She got the call, but Lexi did a great job between her and Kelsey guarding Ryan and Gray. Just really, they had a hard time getting going. But Lexi defensively, and then like Caitlin said, had that big shot at the end, but then also was able to get it out to Caitlin or Kelsey late, and they knew to pull it out and run that clock down. So Lexi's just, she's whatever we need. Whatever the Fever needs, that's what Lexi Hull does for us.
Then we have head coach Christie Sides, who couldn't stop singing Hull's praises either. Lexi stayed locked in and ready to go when her number was called. Sides said, "She's done everything we needed to get these wins." This kind of support from the coaching staff shows just how integral Hull has become to the team's success. With Lexi Hull on the court, the Fever aren't just better, they're dominant. Lineups featuring her have outscored opponents by a whopping 49 points since the Olympic break. That's not contributing. That's straight up Conan the Barbarian-like domination. Lexi Hull is like the WNBA's version of a surprise pop quiz. Nobody saw her coming, but now she's got everyone scrambling and silencing critics of Caitlin. And she's even earned a nickname from teammate Aaliyah Boston. Sexy Lexi for 3 all day, every day. When your teammates start giving you catchy nicknames, you know you've made it. It's like the Avengers giving you a code name. Instant street cred.
Couldn't finish at the rim. Wow, Indiana has just not been able to put the ball in the basket. But does here as Lexi Hull gets it.
Lexi has been instrumental on Caitlin's Olympic snub revenge tour. Clark's critics have been silenced. Some have gone into hiding and others are starting to moonwalk their statements back like the legendary Michael Jackson in Thriller. Listen to what Shannon Sharpe just recently said.
There's a lot of women that was on ESPN that had a lot to say earlier about this. They gone quiet now.
You say they quiet?
Y'all quiet now. Now I want somebody to send that to you because you know who I'm talking about. I ain't gonna call your name, but you know who you are. Y'all had a lot to say early. Y'all had a lot to say early. And if you think I'm talking to you, I am. Make no mistake about it. I'm talking to you. You know who you are. One of you was a former coach. I get a little bit more specific. Some of you played the game. Now I want y'all to have that same thing when y'all were talking. Don't get mad now.
But it's not just her skills that make Hull special. It's her story. From a 4.0 GPA in high school to a standout at Stanford, Lexi Hull is more than just a baller. She's a brainiac and a baller. She's not just crushing it on the court, she's setting an example off the court too. So, what's next for Lexi Hull and the Indiana Fever? Can they keep this momentum going and shock the world? Make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell because you won't want to miss our next update on this incredible story. And hey, drop a comment below. What do you think about Lexi Hull's transformation? Is she the future of the Fever? We want to hear from you. Thanks for watching Swish Arc. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more WNBA content. Hit that bell so you never miss an update on your favorite teams and players. We'll see you next time. Keep ballin'.